Be the villain this time. Does it really matter? No. It probably won't matter in a few years actually. So fuck it. Go for it. Because I think that being the villain is way better than wasting your breath and wasting your energy explaining to other people that think that you're the villain that you're not. I mean, they have their side of the story and you have your side of the story. You don't have to explain your point of view and try to force onto them that you're the good side here, because that's just not gonna happen. The way they think and the way you think are very, very different. So they won't really meet. They're like two parallel. They're like two parallel segments. Is that it? Okay, I studied maths in French. Don't blame me. But you know, I think you get the idea here. I mean, you don't have to be the villain on purpose, but if they make you look like one, fine, embrace it. Hooray, I'm a villain. What are you gonna do about it? Fine. You see, that's the mindset that I want you to have. Because honestly, sometimes there are just some cases where, you know, you're taking a path, you're making a decision, a choice, you know, something that fits your own philosophy, and then in some other person's, you know, narrative, you're the bad guy. And it just doesn't make sense for you to go and try to explain that you're not. Because why does it matter if they think that you're good or bad? You know, there's this thing, it's not a quote, but really, they're talking about a ship, and we say that a ship only sinks if the water gets in. So you're the ship here, by the way, you're the ship. And they're the water. So if that water, if their thoughts don't really get to your head, you're not gonna sink. You're not gonna feel nothing. So just really ignore all of that and embrace being the villain in the story that they made up or in their narrative. Spending an eternity trying to explain yourself to someone that won't understand anyway is literally just a waste of breath, time, and energy. And we don't really want that now, do we? You want to save that energy and that time for yourself because you matter way more than any of their thoughts or feelings towards you matter. Now I'm saying this if you are pretty sure that you are in the right. Because if the things that you've done align with your morals, you don't owe anyone an explanation. You really don't. That's your life. That's your choice. And that's you who gets to control it, not them. And honestly, this is just the way that life is meant to be. You're always gonna be the villain in somebody's story. You don't have to worry about that. Really, you're always gonna be the villain in somebody's story. And you're gonna be the hero in somebody else's story. No matter how good of a person you are, someone will always see the bad in you. But the best we can do is to accept it and learn how to live with it. By now you are probably asking yourself, like, how the fuck am I gonna go from giving so much shit about what people think about me to literally not caring, not giving a care in the world about being the villain in somebody else's story? I know, it sounds kind of crazy, but really, it takes time. Like everything else takes time, this as well will take time. And it's fine. You will fake it until you make it, because that's how we do it. Okay, you're just gonna go ahead and tell yourself that you don't give a shit about what those people think. Because this is your life, and this is your head, and you get to control it and control the thoughts in it. It's not simple. But if you keep thinking this to yourself, literally just fake it until you make it, at the end, you will find yourself with this clean, you know, with this very healthy mentality, and you will be able to do so many things that you weren't able to do before just because you were so afraid of what other people might think. Okay, here's a funny way to think about this whole situation. I once heard someone say, that being the villain in somebody else's story is like being cast for a role that you never auditioned for. And I think that's so on point. Like, it really matches the situation. Well, today's chit chat is coming to an end, and I just want to say that you need to embrace your own journey unapologetically. Do you know how many times I had to say this word just to say it right? And I did. Plus 1 point to Jazz Does Things. So, okay, like I said, you just need to embrace your journey unapologetically, because that's what matters. And if you must be the villain in the story, in their story, be it. Doesn't really matter. Your life, your happiness, your choices, your peace. So this is pretty much it. I hope that this, cleared up some things. So this is gonna be pretty much it. It was a lo-fi little chit-chat with you guys. Like, I honestly just love doing this with you guys. So I'll see you in the next video. You have a great day or night, whichever one you have, and bye bye.